I'm Joan Sparks, and I'm here with Anne Sullivan, and together we are the flute and harp duo SPARX, spelled with an X. And we're here today with Chuck Holdeman, a good friend and a wonderful composer, and we are engaged in a commissioning process with Chuck. We've asked him to write a piece of music for us, and we are going to give you little bits of this music over a period of time so you can be part of the commissioning process along with us. And so today we have a completed first movement of the sonata, and we're also going to play part of the second movement. And what makes this a particular challenge for me, the flute player, is that the first movement is on the alto flute, and then there's a quick change to the piccolo in the second movement, and it's really a lot of fun to be able to have the different voices, and then another movement's going to be written for the C flute. So, yes, three different instruments, three different personalities. It's a lot of fun.
And of course, Anne, you have to play the same instrument for the whole piece.
That's okay.
But you're very busy as a composer. Well, I've written for Anne before, and it's always a pleasure. And it's as a composer, you have to try to imagine what the pedaling will be like. And I usually write lots of pedals. Now, Anne, how would you say, are there more or about the same, what you would expect from me in terms of pedaling?
Well, actually, it's probably about the same. The overall chromatic effect is pretty there. It's harmonically complex, and so that keeps the feet busy. But at least so far, I haven't found anything that I can't work around. There are a couple things where I think, well, I'm going to have to muffle that low note, get that one out of the way, because I have to push the pedal, and that would be noisy. But I think it's all workable. So that was a nice surprise, because sometimes I have to struggle.
Yes, well, I remember one of my pieces very well where another harpist, who should be nameless, refused to play it. I had to change it. But then you were willing to play it, as risky as it was, because there was just a record number of pedaling. Yeah. Anyhow, it's great to be working with you again, and with you. Some of you would know I'm a bassoon player, and Joan and I played in the quartet, the woodwind quartet, for many years. So all of us go back quite a ways, and it's really great to work with you.
Well, it makes this project all the more enjoyable, and that we are close enough in proximity that we can get together like this and discuss this as it moves forward.
Well, this is kind of fun. This is not something that we usually have. Joan and I have commissioned before, but never as really part of a collaborative process. It was more like, this is kind of what we want, and we cross our fingers and write the check. And this is much more interesting and much more fun, and you get sort of that sneak peek along the way. It's fun.
Well, and I look forward to the opportunity to try things out, make changes that I want, make changes that you might suggest for one reason or another, and also for our listeners on the internet. If we hope that you will email us and give us your reactions, because your ideas might just end up getting into the piece. For example, one thing, the piece doesn't have a title yet. We had a kind of a working title, but I didn't even put that in the score. The movements don't have titles. They only have metronome marks so far. So it's all part of this process, making a zillion decisions, and we hope that you will help us with those. I'm looking forward to the project. Thank you for the commission, and looking forward to the music.